Thank you very much.
Up here, all right?
Well, I'm not going to stand at the podium, no. Good afternoon, everybody. This is fun, isn't it? Ready? How are you dealing with the ever-increasing load of information that comes through your office? Are you doing it like this guy? Actually, I would say you're not, because you don't see that much paper now, do you? Most of the information that we're seeing come through our offices these days is electronic. This is kind of a joke, but I say here, overheard at Ignite. I want to go paperless. What does that really mean? Paperless or less paper? As a practical matter, as someone who's been doing this for a while, it's difficult to go completely paperless, but if you can get down to a 20% ratio, that's pretty good. Let's put some tools in your toolbox. What are you going to use? From the hardware and software side, we have a laptop and a tablet, a scanner, a smartphone, a duplex printer. Yes, I did say printer. And those other issues, the tools that were on the slide, those are things that will help take you to a paperless office. Yes, there is a laptop on this desk. This is my desk back in Austin. There's the MacBook Pro there, but used in conjunction with large screens like you see here, the 27-inch gigantic Apple screens, they're fantastic. But when I'm traveling, this is what I have. This was my setup last night as I was working on a summary judgment response. Note the laptop and the tablet side by side, dual screens, even when traveling. That's a very fun thing to get. Scanners. Who in this room doesn't have a scanner in your office? Well, this is a great group then, because you're way ahead of the curve with respect to most lawyers, at least among the solo and small firm set. I think there's probably a majority that don't. You consider your iPhone a scanner. Can it be a scanner? Absolutely it can. There's a great little app that I just got a few weeks ago that allows me to scan. Okay, it's a page at a time, but it still will physically take an image of the page and upload it, just like this. There, my timing was better, wasn't it? This is a PDF that I generated last night from my iPhone. So you can have a scanner and make your office paperless wherever you are. Just last week, I had a situation where I was in court and I went and got a court order signed. And I walked out of the courthouse with an image of the signed court order with the file stamp on it. Never even had to touch a piece of paper. It was great. The duplex printer is good, really more for drafting purposes. As someone, I'm old enough to have been through the markup red pen, process a few times. It's still good to have, but if you're going to use paper, print on both sides of the page. Software, Adobe Pro or equivalent. Is there really an equivalent? I don't think so. Managing PDF versions of documents, that's really what you need is Adobe Pro. I'm not really advocating it, but it's just a fact. And of course, you got to have cloud-based services and that sort of thing to really make this work. This sign, why are you faxing me? Who is using faxes anymore? Please don't. No, I hate getting faxes. It's ridiculous. They just now what they do is they jam up my email box because everyone's using email to fax services. Okay, let's talk about what's the management side of your paperless toolbox. You have to have an electronic filing system. You can make one yourself or you can buy one for a lot of money, but I submit to you that you can make one yourself using folders. You need to, I'm getting lost. You can generate your documents, the outgoing documents generated from your native applications. Never print and sign anything if you can help it. Send it all over the internet. Never, unless it's an absolute last resort, use snail mail. This is what my electronic filing system looks like for my files. This is an example of a case file. It looks exactly like what a paper file would look like. You see correspondence, trial court pleadings, appellate pleadings, given what I do. You can mirror image what you would do with a paper file and it makes sense to you logically. These are some examples of some other specific case files. You can see how the documents work. We have word processing documents that they're never final. Once they are converted into PDFs and filed, those are the actual physical files. Native generation of documents. This is a letter generated on electronic letterhead. Do you print and sign letters anymore? The answer is no, you should not. The letter is just as effective, particularly if it's going to be e-filed with a court or transmitted by email to opposing counsel. Signatures. Did I sign that document? No, I did not. I have a scanned image of my signature that I use. It's really unnecessary. I don't even do that anymore. I don't even actually use the scanned image anymore because in our e-filing systems we can use a little slash. What are the benefits to paperlessness? Well, clearly I can go over there, but I won't waste time going over there and picking up my iPad and showing you that this is my office, basically, that and my MacBook. I have ultimate portability. I have the ultimate flexibility. I can get information to clients. I can access information. I am mobile. I can do it anywhere, anytime I want. So what you have to get used to as we go through this transition to a paperless practice is you're going to be more mobile. It's like Rocky was talking about that has pluses and minuses. but you're also going to have some additional benefits that will outweigh any of the detriments. If you want more information on how to transition to a paperless practice, there's plenty of it out there. Just do a Google search. A lot of lawyers have written about it. There's some very informative and more thorough articles about it. Thanks very much.